It's been interesting to watch how people are responding to the isolation, the quarantines, the shelter at home orders that have been issued in so many places around the country. One of the things I've noticed is a lot of people are dealing with it humorously, which I think helps relieve some of the tension. Something else I've noticed that, for the most part, senior citizens, and I guess I'm now included in that category, don't seem to be getting as worked up as the younger generations are about this. Maybe it's because we've already experienced a lot of things and realized that seasons come and seasons go. God knew this was going to happen long before it did. The question is, how will his people react to this time that has happened? Again, God knows there are times for different things, and he speaks of that in his word. Listen to this passage from Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain. A time to search, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. This is one of those times that we wish wouldn't come, especially for people who like to give hugs. Even here it says there's a time to embrace and a time to refrain. And this is one of those times we should refrain to keep from spreading the germs that might cause this disease. And yet even in this, we know that God is still in control. Our times are always in his hands. Something else God promises in his word is in the book of Romans, when he says, in all things, he works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. It doesn't say everything is good, but that God works for the good in all things, including this time. How can God use you at this time to work for his good? Is it your opportunity to be a positive witness for the Lord? This is the time for the church to shine, to let our light shine so others can see our good deeds and give glory to our Father in heaven. God help us to live this way during this time.